Welcome to F1 News Today, your go-to channel for the fastest updates in Formula One. We've got 3 hot stories for you, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay ahead of the pack. Let's get started. Formula One is gearing up for an exciting 2025 season, and one of the most anticipated moments will be the unveiling of the new cars. For the first time, all teams have agreed on a common date to showcase their liveries, February 18th, at a special event in London's O2 Arena. This gathering will feature all teams and drivers, promising a unique spectacle for fans. However, not every team is sticking solely to this joint presentation, with some already planning independent events to reveal their actual cars. Ferrari was the first to break away, announcing it would present its definitive 2025 car on February 19th, just a day after the London event. Now, Red Bull has followed suit, as team principal Christian Horner hinted that the Milton Keynes squad will also host an exclusive unveiling for its new RB21. In an interview with Sky Sports, Horner expressed his excitement about the challenge of developing the RB21, which marks a significant shift for Red Bull. This will be the team's first car designed without the direct influence of Adrian Newey, the mastermind behind their championship-winning machines in recent years. The change signals a new era for the team, with a fresh group of engineers stepping into leadership roles to prove their capabilities under immense pressure. As for the RB21's unveiling, Horner suggested it could happen as early as late January. However, he provided no specific details, leaving it unclear whether this will be an official launch, a shakedown on track, or a private session where the team assembles and tests the car for the first time. This ambiguity only adds to the anticipation surrounding Red Bull's plans. The RB21 will be critical for Red Bull as it seeks to maintain its dominance on the grid. While the team has enjoyed unprecedented success in recent seasons, the shift in its technical structure presents a significant challenge. Horner acknowledged that Newey's absence will test the rest of the team's ability to uphold the standards of excellence that have defined Red Bull during the hybrid era. Meanwhile, the February 18th event in London is set to be a spectacular kickoff for the season. However, Ferrari and Red Bull's decisions to host additional presentations underscore the importance of standing out, even before the cars hit the track. These strategies not only aim to generate media buzz, but also send a strong message of ambition and confidence in their respective projects. As fans await further details about the RB21 and other new cars, it's clear that the 2025 season is starting with high excitement and anticipation. Red Bull, as the reigning champion, faces the challenge of proving it can continue to lead Formula One in the face of internal changes. The team's evolution without Newey will be closely scrutinized, and the RB21's performance will serve as a key indicator of its adaptability and ability to remain at the top. With a date circled on the calendar and speculation swirling about the team's strategies, Formula One is poised for an unforgettable start to the season. The intrigue around the car designs, which team will make the first bold statement, and how the teams adapt to new technical challenges dominates conversations in the paddock. For Red Bull, the stakes couldn't be higher. This is a moment to cement their supremacy and demonstrate that their refreshed technical team can keep setting the pace in the pinnacle of motorsport. Let's move on to the second piece of news. In Formula One, hope is a constant companion for many drivers. The dream of staying in the paddock, returning to the grid, or earning a seat with a top-tier team fuels their relentless efforts. Yuki Tsunoda, the Japanese driver for AlphaTauri, epitomizes this struggle. Despite consistently outperforming his teammates, the path to Red Bull Racing, the main team, remains elusive for him. Tsunoda has proven himself to be a reliable and competitive driver during his tenure at AlphaTauri, regularly showcasing his skills against his teammates. However, Red Bull's 2025 lineup announcement brought another disappointment for him. The chosen contender for a potential seat in the main team was Liam Lawson, despite his limited Formula One experience. This decision left Tsunoda once again standing at the doorstep of his big opportunity, unable to step through. Christian Horner, Red Bull's team principal, sought to inject some optimism into the Japanese driver following the announcement. In a recent interview, Horner emphasized that Tsunoda should not lose hope, as Formula One is a sport where situations can change rapidly. According to Horner, Tsunoda remains the team's top choice if one of the main drivers fails to meet expectations, particularly Lawson, who is still in the process of solidifying his place in the sport. Horner hinted that, should circumstances align, Tsunoda might have his chance in 2025, potentially even during the season. Until then, the Japanese driver must stay focused on continuing to develop within AlphaTauri, a team with high hopes for the upcoming year. Horner noted that the team is set to benefit from technical upgrades derived from Red Bull's car, which should make AlphaTauri more competitive and provide a stronger platform for its drivers. The experience Tsunoda has gained over the past seasons has enabled him to grow both on and off the track. He has earned respect across the paddock for his consistency, talent, and dedication. Yet, in a sport as fiercely competitive as Formula One, talent alone isn't always enough. Being in the right place at the right time is equally crucial. For Tsunoda, the challenge is clear: to keep proving his worth at AlphaTauri, seize every opportunity, and keep the flame of hope alive. In an environment where performance is everything, the Japanese driver knows that staying on Red Bull's radar and being the first in line when a seat opens is entirely up to him. Formula One's unpredictability is part of what makes it so captivating. For drivers like Tsunoda, that uncertainty is both a challenge and an opportunity. His future in the pinnacle of motorsport is yet to be written, but one thing is certain. As long as there's a seat available and a chance on the horizon, Yuki Tsunoda will never stop fighting. Now let's move on to the last news item in the video. Aston Martin's 2023 Formula One campaign has been a season of unfulfilled potential, leaving Fernando Alonso visibly frustrated. After a strong debut with the team, the car's performance stagnated, failing to evolve and leaving Alonso without the tools needed to challenge for podiums consistently. This decline has prompted the two-time world champion to demand sweeping changes for the 2025 season, marking a critical crossroads for both Alonso and the team. The core of Alonso's dissatisfaction lies in the car's front-end design, which he claims severely compromises handling. Describing the experience as akin to having a front DRS, he highlighted how this issue undermines the car's ability to enter corners effectively, significantly impacting performance. This flaw, according to Alonso, has stripped the car of its competitiveness and held back his ability to extract the maximum from it on the track. His frustration is a reflection of deeper structural issues in Aston Martin's technical development, which the team must urgently address to retain its relevance in the highly competitive world of Formula One. Alonso has not shied away from voicing his concerns publicly. In several interviews, he has acknowledged that the team is aware of the weaknesses and is actively working on solutions. However, he also pointed out a fundamental challenge. Both the 2024 and 2025 car concepts were developed under the guidance of technical personnel who are no longer with the team, most notably Dan Fallows. This transitional phase has left Aston Martin relying on legacy design choices that may not align with its future ambitions. While the arrival of Adrian Newey in mid-2025 offers hope for a transformative impact, it also means that the team faces a critical gap before his influence can be fully realized. Alonso's dissatisfaction is not without justification. At 42, the Spaniard remains one of the most competitive and driven drivers on the grid. His demand for immediate and decisive action reflects his commitment to competing at the highest level, even in the later stages of his career. Aston Martin must respond with urgency, delivering a car capable of fighting for podiums in 2025. Anything less risks alienating Alonso, who has made it clear that he is not content to simply participate. He wants to win. The stakes for Aston Martin could not be higher. The team faces the dual challenge of restoring Alonso's confidence while demonstrating to the F1 world that it can compete with the top teams. Newey's arrival is a significant step, but it will take time to see the results of his influence. In the interim, Aston Martin must find a way to address its current technical shortcomings, especially in the front-end design that Alonso has so heavily criticized. This season has underscored the need for a clear direction and a car that can deliver consistent results. Alonso's demands are a reflection of his relentless pursuit of excellence. Even now, he remains unwilling to settle for mediocrity, pushing the team to strive for more. Aston Martin must seize this opportunity to capitalize on Alonso's determination and leverage its resources to produce a competitive car. The Spaniard's presence is a rare asset, and meeting his expectations could elevate the team to new heights. For Alonso, the clock is ticking. Every season is precious, and he has made it clear that he cannot afford another year in an uncompetitive car. Aston Martin must rise to the occasion, not only to retain Alonso but to solidify its position in the sport. The 2025 season represents a turning point, either a chance for redemption or a missed opportunity that could have lasting consequences. In the unpredictable world of Formula One, success hinges on adaptability and innovation. For Aston Martin, this is a moment of truth. Can the team rise to Alonso's challenge, deliver a car worthy of his talent, and secure its place among the elite? Or will it falter, risking the loss of one of the sport's most celebrated and determined drivers? The answer will define the next chapter for both Alonso and Aston Martin.